As Goku is training with Whis in the latest chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga, it is abundantly clear that in this arc, Goku will surpass Ultra Instinct. As Whis states, the ability to wield Ultra Instinct in and of itself is not your ultimate goal, it's only the starting point. And that Goku is basically at the bottom of the ladder, with Whis and Angels being in a state of constant Ultra Instinct, and the Grand Priest Ultra Instinct is even more accurate than Whis's. Now, I don't know if that's just the translation, but if accuracy is the main point in Ultra Instinct, I think that's important to talk about. In what way is the accuracy important, and how does that increase your speed and strength even further? There's two major points to this video, the first being that in an old episode of Dragon Ball Super, as Whis is training Goku and Vegeta and teaching them about mastery of self-movement, he talks about the ability to see the world beyond. So if they never achieve Ultra Instinct, they won't see the world beyond. Whatever that means, I think that's exactly what Whis is referring to here, that there's so much more to Ultra Instinct than we've seen so far. Goku could potentially go through his Super Saiyan forms in Ultra Instinct, or he could go into Ultra Instinct 2, or he could achieve some other sort of god power since he's reached this level of height already. Now, Miras made a critical point to say that if Goku achieves Ultra Instinct, nobody can defeat him. And that really threw the series for a curveball, because it's like, what can beat Goku now? How much higher can he go if he's already at the top of the pyramid? Well, according to Whis, he can go much, much higher. If Goku just has to hone his accuracy of Ultra Instinct, perhaps he could eventually get to Whis' level, or even the Grand Priest if he uses it enough. Obviously, he won't have the angel abilities of the Grand Priest, but he should be able to get strong enough that he could at least land some hits on Whis and the Grand Priest. As we saw in the latest chapter, Goku, in perfect Ultra Instinct, got completely stomped by Whis. It wasn't even a contest. It didn't even really seem to improve his abilities against Whis at all. So to say Goku is angel level at this point is incorrect. He's basically just at the starting point of Ultra Instinct, meaning that this series is just heating up for Ultra Instinct and what's beyond. And of course, they're going to show us more forms throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball Super. Now, I made a video a while ago called "Is Ultra Instinct Goku's Final Form?" And long story short, the answer was no. As long as they're going to continue producing this series, they're going to have to keep making stronger and stronger enemies, ones that are more powerful than Ultra Instinct, and Goku is going to have to go beyond eventually. Now, interestingly enough, Goku just perfected this level of Ultra Instinct. Now he can just turn it on like a light switch, something that we didn't know he'd be able to do since the end of Dragon Ball Super. But basically the entire moral arc, the entire point of it, was to give Goku the ability to turn on Ultra Instinct just like he does with Super Saiyan. Additionally, what Miras said, that nobody can beat Goku if he perfects this form, I feel like Toyotaro wrote this most recent chapter to explain why Goku could lose in this form. Miras was talking about if you perfect Ultra Instinct and you're able to get it as accurate as the Grand Priest, yeah, nobody can beat you. But I forgot to tell you that as you were fighting Moro. So now what they're trying to do is explain and give some room for Goku to lose to this new Ultimate Warrior that's about to be resurrected. It's very possible that this new Ultimate Fighter has Ultra Instinct itself, but as we saw from the battle with Jiren, Jiren was still able to land blows on mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, even though Jiren didn't have Ultra Instinct. So as much as Ultra Instinct is supposed to say you can't get hit and your body will dodge all attacks, it's still not invincible. I suppose as long as you're faster than Goku's body could move to react, you could still land hits on Goku. The second point I want to make is that Goku's body transformed into the silver-haired, silver-eyed form in order to compensate for the god power of Ultra Instinct, meaning that as Goku ascends and gains more accuracy with Ultra Instinct and potentially more power, his body may continue to evolve as well in order to compensate. I did another video explaining this. Why does Ultra Instinct change Goku's body? So basically there was a long time debate over whether Ultra Instinct was a form or a technique, and it turns out that we learned from the manga that it is a technique, but since Goku is a Saiyan, his body transformed into the silver-eyed form in order to compensate all of that raw power. So in essence, it's both a technique and a transformation. Specifically for Saiyans, it is a transformation. So I think as Goku goes through this arc, he'll probably lose his first fight with this ultra powerful new super fighter of the universe, even in Ultra Instinct, and he'll probably realize that he has to train with the form more, he has to get more accurate with it, and he has to reach the next level. He has to surpass Ultra Instinct to beat this new Ultimate Warrior, and in doing so, his body may transform even more in order to compensate for the upgrade. Now, will he get Super Saiyan hair? I think it's very possible we'll see something like Ultra Instinct 2 that will have some sort of Super Saiyan looking hair, maybe like Super Saiyan Blue and it's just silver. I don't think Goku's gonna turn green or rainbow colored or anything like that, but if he's going to evolve the perfect Ultra Instinct form even further, he's probably going to modify his hairstyle a little bit in order to compensate and show the audience that he has ascended beyond the traditional Ultra Instinct that we know. So for a while, people have been theorizing that it's possible Goku could go through all of the Super Saiyan forms while in Ultra Instinct, and that would be a way to power himself up in the form even more. But as Whis talks about accuracy, I'm starting to think less and less that's the case. So how would they show that Goku has ascended beyond or surpassed Mastered Ultra Instinct? Now he's Whis level. How would they show that on Goku? Are they just going to plainly say, okay, I'm stronger now, I've basically increased my base form's power, or are they going to display it by showing us some awesome new form or hairstyle out of Goku? My guess is some new hairstyle, maybe something similar to Super Saiyan but with some offset hair pieces, kind of like how Ultra Instinct's hair is. As we know, Dragon Ball fans love transformations, although in Dragon Ball Super we're a little transformation drunk. I think people may have been just completely okay with removing Super Saiyan Blue from the equation entirely, simply because it came so quickly after Red. There was so much discrepancy between the power of those two forms, whereas Ultra Instinct is very, very clearly a superior, amazing, and god form out of Goku. So how are they going to modify this one to make Goku even stronger and look even cooler? It's possible that he gets a brand new form entirely, although I don't get the feeling that Toyotaro needs to go that far already, considering how fresh and new Ultra Instinct is. So I feel like they're probably just going to modify his current Mastered Ultra Instinct state, maybe with spikier hair or something like that. One thing's for sure, they didn't want us to just think that Ultra Instinct was the be-all, end-all. At least they led us on to believe that for quite some time, but with the most recent chapter, Whis just says that basically you're in the baby stages of Ultra Instinct. So Goku has a long way to go, giving us clear insight that he will lose his first battle with this universe Ultimate Warrior. Now there's one more thing I wanted to talk about in this video, and that is the potential for other god techniques. So Whis talks about the world beyond. Ultra Instinct also may just be the beginning of god techniques and god forms out of Goku. He could potentially learn an infinite number of god techniques and god forms, and they could really push this series as far as they want. In essence, Ultra Instinct may have just been the gateway for him learning to hone and harness god ki and power, and who knows, maybe one day we will see some sort of rainbow form out of Goku.